You don't need so many fancy whatever tools, gadgets, apps. Okay, what you need is to choose one and stick to it.
Just do it!
Why, hello there! Do you want a cup of tea? No? Okay. What I have here is a masala chai tea. And we're not supposed to say chai tea because chai means tea and chai tea means tea. You don't want a tea, just say so! So today's video is something that I'm really excited about. I didn't shave my armpits. So you must have clicked on this video because you're thinking, how did this
loserly, pathetic person
become early or become on time? That is like so mind-blowing for so many of my friends. I'm just so happy to announce that I'm now an early, actually not early, a punctual person. Okay, yes, hold your applause. I worked
Very hard.
actually it was just being determined, but we'll get into that. So if you don't already know, my name is Bao. My handle is Bao the Beijing, and you can follow me on my various social media platforms. But I'm mostly on Instagram. Let's get right into it. So I'm gonna admit it, I used to be a blamer and I don't like to take responsibility for my own mistakes. A short story, okay? Very long ago, when I was still little Bao. Little Bao was about 12 or is it 14? Was about 14 years old, and it was in the era of blog shops. And so my friend had a blog shop, I had a blog shop, but I wanted to earn more money. So my friend then, I mean she's still my friend, but we're not very close now. So she offered to pay me a certain amount of money, I can't remember how much, maybe it's like $1, to help her to deliver her products at an MRT station. So I've always been a very late riser, like I can't wake up in the morning. I'm that kind of person, okay? And there's very bad time management, very bad concept of time. So my friend was paying me to help her deliver her product. Usually what we did then was to have a meet up at a particular location. So that one day I was so late. I woke up so late that her customer has already left the place, okay? And her customer scolded her like freaking crazy, okay? And it's all my fault. But I told my friend, my mom didn't wake me up. Yes, and I know that was me. Whoa, it's more than 10 years ago. Anyway, my friend was so
Mad.
that I didn't even take responsibility for being late when it should have been my own responsibility. And I know now, okay, I'm so sorry, but I didn't even apologize to her. I said,
no, you shouldn't blame me because it's my mom who didn't wake me up, and you should blame my mom.
yeah, so that was how far I've come in this journey, okay? I know that I have improved as the years go by to take responsibility for my own actions. But yeah, that was me last time. We stopped being friends for I think a good 1 week. Yeah, so that was the friendship stand, right? I mean, you just kind of don't really talk, and then after a while you just kind of talk again. So I didn't actually reflect on what happened, and I also didn't try to improve my own punctuality until
Last year.
I just suddenly woke up one day and I was like, wait, let me focus. Yes, I just decided, you know what, I want to be punctual. It's something that is going to be part of my identity. I just started to make sure that I get to places
On time.
So yeah, I'm proud to announce that I have evolved to punctual Bao. I think I'm at a level 250 right now, and all of you people who are still late, you're at 249. Okay, you just need one level to get there, and that is after watching this video, so watch till the end and don't quit on me now. If you have watched any of my previous videos, you know that I always want to understand the current situation first before starting any plan, okay? What do we have to do if you want to understand what is happening? We record down what is happening right now. So you're gonna keep a record of, and you call it like a punctuality record, okay? And you will note down the instances when you have been late. So give yourself like a little bit of a leeway, like 5 minutes. So say you are supposed to meet at 10 and then you reach after 10:05, then you will be considered late. Record these instances until you have maybe 5 instances. I don't know how much of a social life you have, but it took me very long to have 5 instances, okay? I think it took me maybe like a month. I don't really have much of a social life. Don't tell anyone. But I also want you to record instances when you have been
On time.
sometimes there will be some areas or places that we go that somehow we are like always on time. I'll give an example, okay? After doing this like little exercise, I found out that I'm always late if I'm coming from home. Like 80% of the time, if I'm coming from home, I'm always late. Last time, okay, when I was still level 249. So when I really assess what I'm doing at home, it's usually because my dog is so cute. So I'm always so guilty that I'm leaving him, that I always end up doing some kind of like revenge procrastination but on my dog. So I will try to spend the extra 5 minutes, 10 minutes with him, and then I really don't want to leave him alone, and that's why I always end up being late. I know it's weird, like how can this be the reason? But it was really the reason for me, and I could only know that from writing down all of these instances that I've had. I didn't write them down, as you know, I'm very reliant on my notes app, which I'll put here, okay? Then I realized that this was the cause of my lateness, and I realized when I come from work, say if I am coming from office, I always end up punctual. Okay, so it's because I really don't want to be stuck at work. So usually 5:30, I'm like, guys,
We've got to go.
so from your examples, your instances, you want to really narrow down the factors that make you late. So only when you understand the problem, then you are able to target the
Problem, right?
So what is your main problem? Really take time to record it down. And if they are all different, then you will need more
Instances.
okay, or you have to dive a little bit deeper into your reason why you are staying at a particular place longer than you should. If it's something very important, is it happening like every day? Does it mean that you are not even supposed to be putting an event at that particular time? Say you always have to stay at work until like 7. I'm not recommending this, okay? And then you are putting your events or your gatherings or your meetups at like 7:15, and you need like 30 minutes to reach there, but in doing so you are kind of hoping that you will leave at 6:45. Don't do that, okay? You want to make life easier for yourself, and what is wrong with a bit of a later time to meet? Unless you are sure you are able to leave your job site at like 6:45, don't set your gathering or meetups at 7:15. Don't force yourself to do something that is not realistic. You are going to think of your
Why?
why do you want to be punctual. For me, let me give an example so you have something to consider. For me, it really gives me a sense of
Control.
over my life and my time. I just feel so overwhelmed all the time, and when I'm punctual, I really feel that sense of satisfaction because I've always been a late person, right? So when I'm actually punctual and I'm earlier than so many of my late friends, I just feel like that really does make me feel good. And the more I do it, the more I realize when I'm on time, there are a few things that really makes me happy other than the sense of satisfaction, right? One is that I get to catch up one-on-one with friends who are actually on time with me. And these are conversations that are like, they just feel different from if I meet my friends in a group setting. You just get more personal conversations, you know. Another thing is that if I'm the only punctual person, then I have some amount of alone time where I can read a book, or I can just be like chilling or looking at the menu like slowly, you know. I like to look at the menu and I will slowly think what to eat, what to drink. It's just like a break on my mind. It's just so comforting and relaxing after like a day of work. So ask yourself, what is your
Why?
on the occasions that you are punctual? Did you feel something that I did? What did you like about it? It will be better if you really know what's your why. The third thing, yes, we are on number 3, and you have come this far.
For yourself.
Not for me, not for your friends, but
For yourself.
so right now, I want you to tell yourself, I, whatever your name is, okay, full name is best. am a punctual person. That is your identity now. You are going to live by it. You're going to breathe it. You are going to
Eat.
So every time you're on time, it's going to be an instance that adds to your identity as a
Punctual person.
you are a punctual person now. So you think, what would a punctual person do? What do you have to use to make sure that you are punctual? Do you have to set an alarm? Do you have to put it on your calendar? And really internalize it, okay? If you are a punctual person, you have to have a...
Punctual person mindset.
As you get more
Badges.
get more instances where you are punctual, right? Your friends will start to see you as a punctual person. I think generally you will come off as someone who is more reliable. It's something that I realized is kind of strange. Like, just because you're late, you're unreliable. What the hell is that, right? But it really gives people a different sense of you. And next time you can be the person who is sitting there like...
Where is James? James is late. I hate it when people are late.
when that was you last month. Moving on to the next one, which is what I have just said, using tools to make sure that you are on time, okay? So why didn't I say this earlier is because you actually have to change your mindset first. Your internal mindset has to be changed before you will actually commit yourself to using these tools. Do you get it? So I don't want to tell you like external things, how to do this, but your internal self is still like,
I'm a late person. I am gonna be late all the time.
what are they gonna do to me? So if you still have that mindset, just forget it. Don't even bother watching the rest of it because it's not gonna work. So talking about tools, I only use 2 tools, okay? And I also recommend that you do the same, which is only use just 1, maximum 2, okay? To help you be on time, because you don't need so many fancy whatever tools, gadgets, apps. Okay, what you need is to choose one and stick to it. What I use is Google Calendar and the clock app on my Apple Watch. So my Apple Watch has helped me a lot in my punctuality. Like, I can say for a fact that after I got my Apple Watch, I really use it so much for timers, for alarms. This has been very critical in my being on time and also with my Google Calendar, of course. So you want to just choose one, just choose something that is free, but just make sure you use it. When I use my Google Calendar, my life is just spread out into different colors, and I just like to see that it has different colors like pink and blue and a bit of green and then yellow for like work. It's just fun to see. You choose a tool that you really like to see on your app, so you will open it and you will look at it. If it's boring, unless boring is your vibe, I'm not judging, okay? Boring can be your vibe, monochrome, grayscale. If that is your thing, then use that color scheme, okay? But for me, I just like it to be colorful. Okay, so once events have been
Confirm.
the last person says,
Okay, I can make it.
that event within the next 5 minutes is just in my calendar, say on WhatsApp or Telegram. Once I read the message and I have opened it, I know I'm gonna forget about it if I don't set an event on my calendar right away. I don't even need reminders because my Google Calendar, I will set 2 notifications. So one will be 24 hours before to remind myself, hey, there is this event happening tomorrow, so remember to be prepared for it or whatever, okay? Or if you need to reschedule or something,
I don't know.
okay? But it's good to have a notification 24 hours before. The second one will be for however much time you need to
Prepare
and
to travel there.
okay, so say you need like 20 minutes to prepare, to change, to put on your makeup or whatever, okay? And you need 30 minutes to travel to the place. So you're going to set a notification, 20 plus 30, right? So 50 minutes before your event time. So you have 2 reminders. One is 24 hours before and one is 50 minutes before. So you will have ample time to prepare. You can set a bit of allowance, so if it's 50 minutes, maybe round up to like an hour, okay? Your own choice. So this is very important, especially if you are a late person. I just really love to set reminders for myself because I'm a person who don't use my brain for remembering anything because I have the worst memory ever. So never rely on your brain. And I think Einstein didn't remember his home phone number because he said,
If I can flip the yellow pages to find my home number, why do I need to remember it?
I use my brain for thinking, for thinking.
Okay, yeah, but anyway, so don't trust your brain to remember events, okay? So right now, go and look for the tool that will serve your purpose the best. I recommend Google Calendar, but if you want something else, go ahead and find it and just
Stick to it.
make sure it serves your main purpose and maybe whatever additional functions you want. I don't know what funky things you want, okay? Maybe like you can connect to your lamp and your lamp will light up or something. So these are all my tips and they may not seem like much, but it is from
1 year of accumulated knowledge.
Okay.
It's really part of my self-improvement journey to be a better person overall. Better is subjective, so you choose your goals, what you want to improve on, and then you improve on it, okay? If this video has helped you in any way at all, please give it a like. Let me know what tip has helped you the most. If you like me, you want to go on a self-improvement journey with me,
Self-love, self-growth.
subscribe, okay? If there are any topics that you want me to learn, let me know down in the comments. I'm always very open to sharing things that I've learned. Thank you so much for watching this far.
You are a punctual person.
See you in the next video. Bye!